Hello. That is altar. It opens up holes in walls now that you can walk through. Uh-huh. That's Lopa. I could hear you. Okay. What is your username? Yeah. That would be me, sir. Oh, yeah. We are ready to cook now. We're doing gun run. You're gonna be old Pathy, huh? He is quite chipper. You want to see my awesome Pathfinder skin? I never really did play Mass Effect, so I don't know the reference.
Well, the carry-on's included.
Right.
It's
My
the
family's
chicken that's not. Which I can put everything in a backpack. It's fine.
That's what I'm saying. Is like if you don't have a decent travel backpack, I'll send you an even 300 so you can spend any extra on specifically a backpack.
I got you.
$30 for a backpack should be something.
Get a giant rucksack.
That you can't take on.
Yeah, I figured.
Mine are made of steel.
It'll be a check in there.
A match a day keeps the doctor away. Just kidding.
Oh, I took your Pathfinder, I'm sorry.
Last one's pretty fun if I remember correctly.
I don't remember how to play. You both with your high levels.
Okay, so this you just want to run around and shoot, and every time you kill a person, you get a new gun, and you have to kill them with that gun. And then at the end, you get a knife, a throwing knife, and if you kill with the throwing knife, you win with the game.
So then, alright, Cash App is installed and set back up. I am cleared with Dallas already.
Probably feed with the wood.
I
Charging on my shields.
Or is it like Wolverine?
I've been snared. Giving my recharge.
Me and Bruce have been grinding Fortnite past we got a couple second place and third place. We got a second place with using just like bats and melee weapons.
Contact with hostile.
There's a bag called the kneecapper that I like using.
Yes. I'm coming. Testing, testing, testing.
Today, I did already call to Alice and everything, but they said I got to talk to the lady at the front desk Monday.
Enemy over there.
It shouldn't be a problem. I think it just moved it along again.
Recharging the shield.
Where's my
But I have a backpack I use for the Alice that I can use.
Clearing victory.
I came back without your help. Neat.
They're about to win.
It's got
Not good.
Ready to fly on a
like 8
supply.
pockets in it.
I am.
Ready, set, go!
already? I don't know how to get to them.
Using grapple. Giving my shields a recharge.
Let's go that way.
Never mind.
Okay,
Nice.
I'm bored now.
Pretty fun.
I gotta turn my in-game audio down.
So what is my weapon? I've never used it.
It is a... It's like a hedge that you go inside that makes healing faster.
Mm-hmm. You both suck at this game. Motion melee. But how? Oh, how do I see how many deaths I have?
I think it's you press tab, I believe.
It doesn't show me. I don't think.
Oh, it used to, but like it doesn't anymore.
Get ready.
Come on,
Today's not gonna be easy. Come on. Just like old times, Dad.
Stepped away for a second, but I'm back.
These are the games. This is the game.
Oh, no, not yet.
Yeah.
It's for you.
contact with hostile.
I do see a problem with this fight. It's gonna go something down a little bit. Boy.
But now I'm back. Cool. Grab one.
It's like a little shocking thing right there.
Recharging shields.
Using grapple. Using grapple.
Recharging shields.
Contact with target.
Bogey here.
Finish him off.
Got three. Locking missile.
Giving my shields a recharge.
I have to hold it down? How do I use it?
What are you trying to use?
My shield battery.
You just
There you gotta hold.
tap it.
Charging on my shield.
You doing the thing?
That was derpy. I was like, no, you can't come in.
Ah, so.
Also, your regular health will just recharge automatically in this game mode.
So what's the point of a healer?
Well, you heal faster with the healer.
Charging on my shield.
So if you press tab in game, you can see the stats, the kills.
I don't see it.
Yeah, they took the deaths out. I guess they didn't want people feeling bad because of the deaths or something, I don't know. That guy was camping. What on earth? Ah! You locking me out.
Alert 5. Friendly close for burn. Go for burn.
Where?
Charging on my shields. Bogey right here.
Will you please?
Oh, darn it.
I've lost connection.
Oh no. How did that happen?
My internet's okay.
I'd be losing connection on Helldivers a lot for some reason.
Bandit here.
Tell me. This guy right here.
Recharging shield.
Charging on my shields.
Oh. That was so interesting.
Roger back this way. Oh, you can't hear me. Get down.
Recharging shield.
Shot somebody? I don't think I did anything at all. I don't know what the hell.
Here I go.
Charging on my shields.
Hostile close.
I got the knife.
Get the knife, dude.
Charging on my shields.
Well done, Alexander. We won.
Nice. I barely did anything, honestly speaking.
But you tried, which is what's important.
You are the Apex champions.
Two kills. I did it. Wait.
Alright, let's
Last time.
let's go to the firing range. I'm gonna teach you a few tricks. Also, is there any way you can make yourself louder? Because I still having a hard time hearing you.
I'm coming. Coming.
The game was launching.
Oh no, he's gone.
And we're back.
Hello.
There he is.
Hello, Tasty.
Hello.
Not any better, huh?
It's still
there.
pretty quiet. Let me try something.
I've got it. Testing.
Hello.
Testing.
Hello.
Is it louder?
That's a little better.
Let me try this one. There we go. That's as good as it's gonna get for now, I think.
That's good.
Put down ahead.
Okay. Hi, friend.
Hello.
So I will teach you the coveted tap strafe maneuver. But first you're going to want to change your key bindings. So if you go into settings, and if you go to mouse and keyboard, you want to bind the move forward to scroll wheel up, and you want to bind jump to scroll wheel down. You can still have space and W be those respectively, but you can also have an alternative binding on them, and you want to put the move forward on scroll wheel up and the jump on scroll wheel down.
Jump on scroll wheel down.
Okay, have you done that?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm out of light ammo.
So if you notice, when you move your scroll wheel up, you just ever so slightly move infinitesimally forward.
Right.
And that is, in a way, that sort of hacks the game's movement system for a technique that comes in handy later, which I'll teach you. But first, I just want to have you work on slide jumping like this, because that helps increase your speed. And Apex is all about speed. Just the faster you can get, the better. Usually you gotta run for like a few seconds, something like if you see your hand in front of your face twice, then you've built up enough momentum to do a proper slide. Okay, and once you got that down, you can start bunny hopping. And how you do that is you just use your mouse wheel to input jump over and over like this after you slide jump.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Now why?
That helps with your overall maneuverability and speed. Plus, if you're a support legend like Lifeline, you don't even get... They used to nerf the speed of this because it was so strong, but they gave it back to support legends.
I'm out of light ammo.
So run, slide, bunny hop.
Yeah. And, okay, now tap strafing is one of the trickiest things in the game. Essentially what you do is After you slide jump, when you're in the air, you hold down a directional key, A or D, whether you want to move to the right or left. You know, D for the right, A for the left. And as you're doing that, you want to move your mouse wheel up because it's got the forward binding to it. So if you chain that all together, you're able to do a sharp turn, just like that, in the air. You see that? And it
Yep.
keeps your momentum. So you're able to do like,
Crouch, jump.
after you jump, you want to hold down either A or D, depending on which direction you want to move. And at the same time as you do that, you flick your finger up on the mouse wheel, because that gives you a lot of momentum forward.
Okay.
It is very, very tricky, but once you get the hang of it, it's just makes your movement, you know, more powerful. And I don't actually expect you to get it even today. I'm just kind of giving you the seeds of knowledge here.
Crouch, jump.
Hey, that looked good.
But I didn't turn. Or how fast? But so like my aim is like, what do you call it? My aim is tap. My crouch is hold, and it's weird. To do the thing.
Oh, is your crouch is on hold?
Yeah.
Oh wait, is that, yeah, that's what mine's on too. Yeah, it's supposed to be on hold.
Okay.
And then there's something else called a super glide, which looks like this. If you climb on a ledge and jump at a certain time. Hold on, let me get it. It's hard to get. You can propel yourself forward like crazy. Like that.
That's wild. Nope.
See, the way you do that is you bind crouch to the key C as well, and you press the crouch button with the jump button on space at the same time as you're going up a ledge, and you have to time it.
So
It's
you crouch in space at the same time.
yeah, it's super like hard to do. And see, even the pros don't get it all the time because it's just such a finicky move, but when you pull it off, it just feels so good. And then you can combine that with the strafing in the air, so like, let me try. Like I can move in the air like that.
It seems like you're just breaking the movement mechanics, is what it seems like.
That's essentially what they've done. The people who've messed around with this game way too long, and the devs threatened to like nerf all that and take it out, and people just revolted, so they're like, okay, we're just gonna leave this in. I wish I could hug you in this game like Helldivers.
Pretty cool. Oh, my bad.
Let's see, what are my emotes? I've got... This is the only one I've got equipped. He dead.
Leaving my signature behind so everyone knows I'm really cool.
So, I have crouch on C as well, but crouch on C is
Is,
There's a press crouch, not hold crouch.
You want to set it to hold. Also, I have crouch on control as well, and I mainly use it. The only time I use it on C is when I'm doing the super glide.
A new level means it's upgrade time for the killing machine. That's me.
So I gave you a little taste of the advanced stuff today, but usually if you just remember to jump and slide jump occasionally, which increases your speed, that's pretty much the gist of what you really need, is just to always be running and slide jumping to get that extra speed. It's something like 2 seconds, because if you slide too soon after you jump, you'll do what's called a dead slide, which kills your momentum. So like if you run for like 2 seconds, and then slide jump, 2 seconds, slide jump, 2 seconds, slide jump, it keeps your speed better than if you were to just run without jumping, slide jumping. Also, you always want to be de-toggling your weapon because you run faster without your weapon.
How do you put away your weapon?
Yeah,
How?
it's number 3 on the keyboard. So, pretty much whenever you're not using your gun, put it away so you can run faster.
Next level.
Oh yeah, I can show you about the super jumps on the zip lines.
Wanted an eye patch.
So if you like move your scroll wheel down, which is jump, and you do that at the same time you hit E, you can do a huge jump like that off the zip line. You gotta hit them at the same time.
My scroll wheel will be flying, and it still won't really. Ah. Well, it's where you aim, I imagine, huh?
Yeah, I mean, that helps like with your projectile direction. Just remember, you gotta just hit it at the same exact time, E plus jump.
Well, then it doesn't help if I use my
I want bigger arms for hugging more friends. Must be time for an upgrade.
See, Pathfinder says he wants to hug, but he has no hug emote. Did you hear that voice line?
I do not remember hearing the voice on.
He's like, I want bigger arms for hugging more friends.
Ah.
I'm out of heavy ammo.
Some more.
I'm in the game, by the way.
Nice. How do I invite you?
I'm already in your lobby.
Oh. Nice.
I should get an upgrade. You can never have. Picked an upgrade, friends.
Each of the legends have like upgrades now that you press F1 and you can choose an upgrade, and you do that as you like level up your shields in the game. But that doesn't happen in the non-battle royale modes.
How do you swap?
Should be like 1 or 2.
Contact with hostile. Look, you're coming with me.
There's a way to swap from semi-automatic to not semi-automatic. B,
Oh,
Need a thermite grenade.
it is not B. It is B.
Contact with hostile.
yeah, it's B.
Full Evo cash. I'm at max level. I remember the Kramer.
I like me the Kraber.
Kraber is good.
I also do like me the bow.
You gotta like shoot it in front of you just a little bit.
You want to try another game mode?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Get more ammo for the Havoc.
The Havoc is in the care package now. It's a red weapon, so it comes with the default set of ammo.
Weird. You can put it to single fire and like beam people with it.
Yeah. It's kind of like a quasi sniper.
Ooh, and you can turn it up 4 times. Alright. Very nice.
You have to come back to the lobby on your own now when you're ready.
How come the throwing knife doesn't have like an aiming line, but all the grenades do?
That is a good question. I do not have the answer.
To really hit somebody with a throwing knife, you have to like stop moving nearly.
It's pretty slow. I find the best rule is just get closer and closer and it becomes easier to hit somebody.
Alright. On the lobby. You still there?
I'm still here.
Do you have Cash App downloaded, Bob?
Yeah.
Do you have it attached to your bank as well, or no?
No, but I can.
Well, if I sent you extra money for
That's fair.
yeah, it'd be really weird, a little difficult. If you don't care, I'll just send it to you and let you figure it out.
Mhm.
It is the sooner the better. I'm ready.
Yeah.
This might be a scam. Customers have reported issues receiving goods or services when paying this account or accounts like it.
Is it because I just made it?
I don't know. Did you just make an account?
I just made this one because I have that new email.
Okay. So, what is hashtag J Meredith 98? Capital J?
I believe so.
I don't know where it is.
It's lowercase.
It's lowercase?
Yeah.
So the goal is specifically to get so many kills as a group, right? Or to get one of us to winning?
Yeah, if we all just get enough kills, we eventually get the knife, so try to stay alive and get as many kills as you can before the other team gets kills.
So just to be, we need to get 25 kills as a group, right? Not necessarily.
Yeah, that's correct.
I'm sucking bad. I've died twice so far.
Dead ones. Why will my gun not shoot?
Thank you for that drone, Alexander. That was very helpful.
You got somebody on you?
My gun will not shoot. I am confused.
You're not even with a drone. Yeah, me. I'm great at shooting people, bad at killing them.
Yeah, a lot of times they'll get away with just 1 HP left, and it's the most frustrating thing in the world. Happens to all of us.
You only have a little bit of time left for that drone. See, I can. Oh, I'm doing so much damage, but I'm not hurting anybody. Not killing anybody. Oh, but I'm right behind you. Nice. You got a drone. All three of us in one spot. Things are seeming to work.
Teamwork.
I hear somebody. Oh. We got somebody to the left of us? Apparently? Behind us. Come on, bro. I'm dead. I didn't just gonna go. I'll let you do. Bert, no. I got one. Finally. There's somebody behind you to the left.
Yep.
On me. Finish him. Finish him. Yes. Up top. Oh. Ah, let me kill one of you. Mastiff.
That's a heavy hitter.
Yes, that's starting.
I've got to hit him for it to work. I'm going up top, I guess. Finish him, finish him. Got him. Ding, ding. That's not nice, is it?
GG.
We really started to get it together there, being.
I didn't.
No, you did. You got 6 assists.
My sensitivity is way too high.
just a little bit. Said you might be a scam. Sent. If I were you, I would buy that plane ticket like as soon as possible.
Yeah.
There's no promise that it'll last.
Gibby. Gibby.
You gotta figure out how to use catnip.
Can't keep up, you're straight out of luck.
I got a shield. Oh, well, that's how you use it.
Oh, dude, that's just rude.
I'm dead.
You wanna pop her out.
Did you finish him?
Yep. And I'm getting out of there. Well, maybe. Pathfinder's like Spider-Man. He can zip in and zip out. If you time him right.
Where? Where? Oh, I should have thought that.
I had cat out of cover too far. Right behind you.
Same people, the same location.
Right head.
That, you know what I really love now? I love steel killing. Just wait till third parties fall out of the group.
Yeah.
Go.
L-Star. If we need defense from long range, I can put down the shield. Jump him.
He also has his ult, which is orbital.
No! Jesus.
Yeah, if you press Z, key Z, it triggers the ult for the legends, and It's got there's a meter, that icon in the center of your screen at the bottom. It shows how much it's charged.
But what's it do, you said?
Gibby's is orbital, so he rains bombs from the sky. So you just throw it and it'll rain down bombs. It's kind of like a stratagem from Helldivers.
Oh. Well, I'm the one getting deployed. I'm stuck with this L-Star. I cannot shoot long range with it. Apparently that's what I'm good at.
It said this payment was canceled for your protection. I don't know what that means.
I think it's just because your account is fresh.
It's very possible.
Bruh. But apparently I have a grenade. Just use my old little. That's useless. Goodness. I panic at close range. Nasty. Nice. There's somebody on the roof right there. Baba?
I was gonna catch up with that.
Ah!
That's a cool Octane.
I think about one match left in me.
Okay, looks like it's Team Deathmatch.
Ooh.
Which you know what Team Deathmatch is, right?
Yes. Yep. Do I need to go back to lobby?
Yeah. Because I did, I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Oh, good.
Alright. So, Baba, you had sent me the spot to pay for the flight. Jazz?
I believe so. You-
I think it. Yeah. Dang it.
Yeah, I sent you a link to the flight information.
I can check it out right now, right?
Should be able to. It's in Discord.
Nice. We've done it. We're in. How do you spell your name? Jonathan? Jonothan?
JONATH.
There it is. MEREDRTH. What's your email address?
Jonathan NL or Jonathan LRM 1998 at gmail.com. I'll send it to you.
Okay. And your phone number. What is
765 309
What is this?
5860.
What you do? Oh, I should have picked
Bloodhound?
medic.
I like Bloodhound. Bloodhound is like a scanner.
We are gonna get wrecked.
We are gonna do the wrecking.
Maybe both. Assault, heavy, close quarters, specialist, long range. I might do long range.
So I prefer long range, but I feel like assault would be better.
Where at? You can think and do it. Can we get? Ooh. There's somebody right behind that box right there. Oh, they teleported. Wow, leave, bro. I died. I'm on terrible team. That's what I did. Right here, Babat. It's just the two different teams, right? Okay.
There's one inside the building right there.
This ballistic's probably angry at me.
Third party I got.
That will happen a lot.
Yeah.
Like a lot of lives.
Yes.
This game is one of the worst about it.
G's grenade.
He should be low over there in the field.
I stole your kill. And I'm sorry.
That is A-okay. As long as we get the kills. I don't get people getting angry about people stealing kills.
I don't either.
It's just dumb. Pedantic. It's like, we're a team. If as long as we win, we win.
I've got a lot of buddies who their goal in life is to get the highest KD possible, and when someone takes their kills, they feel
Josie for one.
Yes, that's he's the man. You wanna hit the zip line with me?
Yeah, I got you.
I came back without your help. Neat.
That's a on my end.
I thought that was me.
My bad. Oh no, that's an area.
And I zipped right into
No,
a
it's not
Watson.
Nintendo.
Z?
I zip lined right into a Watson fence.
Yeah, it's not heavy.
Good. I'm surprised I only got one kill with that. There's like 2 more people on this.
Nope.
Hey. I'm gonna die. And we are that team. I'm coming.
And that building right there, Alex.
I got stuck by North Star. I'm dead, right?
No, those don't kill you instantly anymore.
Nice.
He's one shot.
It slowed me down a lot.
Got him.
Yeah, they'll slow you. Well done.
Yeah. Silly.
I contributed.
I had to head out. Thank you so much for allowing me to join you.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
I'm probably gonna hop off too.
This is another game right away. What was
Mr.
your name on
Alexander.
the next one?
What was that?
No, never mind. I apologize. I love you both very much.
I love you
Hey,
too.
bro.
It was very nice to meet you, Mr. Bobut.
We've played together before.
Yes,
Played,
yes.
how that was too, I think. But nice to meet you again. Have a good one.
Bye.
Farewell.
Love you very much. Congratulations on the work. I hope you get some good rest in.
Thank you.
Before I leave, quick question for you, since you are biblically learned. I'm wondering about the history behind Easter. If you know, like what's with the bunny and the eggs. As far as I thought that was like paganism.
Well, actually, to my knowledge, it's what a lot of people say, but it's sort of a misconception. To my knowledge, it was invented by Lutherans in Germany in like the 1600s or something like that. and that's where it took off from there. And people try to conflate it with Eostre, which is a fertility goddess in the Babylonian religion in ancient Mesopotamia. But it's just sort of one of those things that's not really historically. There's not really a connection. It's just people try to make the connection because they want to make the connection. You know what I mean?
Right. What's a German folklore? Oyster? Oysterhaus?
Oh, I guess it's German for Easter hare because the bunny became a mascot, and not really sure how. It just sort of sprung up that way. It's not really. I'm not really sure if there's any deeper meaning behind. These things happen.
Let's see. By German migrants to Pennsylvania, who reportedly brought their tradition of an egg-laying hare.
Yeah, there are some sources that say that there may be a connection to the pagan Eostre, which is also called Ishtar, I believe.
Ishtar?
If you don't mind me asking, why do you ask?
Well, so I don't want to celebrate something that is paganistic, I suppose.
Oh, yes.
So we celebrate Christmas, obviously. But a lot of people don't because it says like a paganistic thing, like the whole Santa Claus, and it definitely the
Sure.
idea of celebrating Santa Claus as this made up mythical man is paganistic. Like that just is. People worshiping, or nearly worshiping, a fake made up thing.
Sure.
However, the history behind it, we worship Jesus Christ. I mean, I think we give gifts because God gave us the gift of Jesus.
Yeah.
And that's also why jolly old St. Nick did it too. St. Nicholas.
Yeah. The reason why I ask is because I didn't know if you were just curious or if I do know some people sort of lean towards having a conviction about it because they don't want to associate with paganism. And I was sort of once like that too when it came to this stuff.
What about Halloween then? If you just ignore all the paganistic things, can you go about and
Yeah.
trick or treating?
I think as long as you're not celebrating, like if you know the truth, it's kind of like a Paul and the meat situation. Some people, if they do have a conviction about it, I would try to argue, yeah, but at the same time, I would try to help them see reason in that as long as you know what the truth is and you're not wholeheartedly serving these deities, it's just happenstance that society has these things integrated into it because of history. But if you're not actually calling on these pagan deities and believing in them, giving obeisance to them, that's where the sin is. And so I sort of thought, okay, yeah, these holidays become an opportunity for conversations like the one we're having right now, and that's why I partake in them.
I see. So,
Because when you really start looking, every single thing ever is tainted in the world. Even the days of the week are named after various Norse gods and things like that. And so the question becomes, what are we going to stop calling the days of the week what they are? How far does it go?
right. Interesting. Because there's also the Bible verse about to those who are holy, all things are holy, and to those who are wicked or corrupted, all things are corrupted.
Yeah.
But there's a. Let me see. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I've been down this rabbit hole before. I guess pun sort of intended, since we're talking about Easter and rabbits.
No.
But I realized it doesn't matter as long as you're not actually believing and serving these entities. And then it becomes a question of those who are like really convicted about it because they're scared. My whole thing is trying to talk them through the reason of it, and if they see the reason, then maybe they'll come to a better understanding, which is my opinion, that it's not, we don't have to abstain from these holidays. But if they still want to, stick to it, then I say to each their own.
Right.
Because you do have to work out your own convictions and stuff before God.
Okay. So, the Bible says we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So, my question is, how much of these, so the whole Easter possibly symbolizing the, fertility gods and whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
and the fact that it has become such a larger thing. Do you think that has any spiritual background to it?
Well, yeah, I would say a lot of things happen behind the scenes in the spirit realm. Like, if you read the book of Job, you know about Job's trial. The interesting thing is, none of what was happening about Satan approaching the throne of God in order to test Job, when you look at it, Job was never revealed that any of that was happening, and he didn't understand what was happening. So yeah, I think a lot of these things in life, things that come to be, ages and empires that rise, definitely do have spiritual significance that we're not privy to. But it's no cause for us to worry, since it doesn't concern us. Because despite all of that, God preserves us with His holy sovereignty. And it's not worth being anxious about.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So,
go ahead.
when you said it does not concern us, I'd love to hear more, because I thought that it does concern us to a degree.
Well, that begs the question, I suppose, what do you mean by concern? And when I say concern in that regard, I'm talking about anxiety and fret and anything that would basically steal your peace. My whole thing is just reminding that we have peace in the gospel and Jesus preserves us all. And so that's basically what I meant, is don't be anxious about anything. And you do sort of have to work out, you know, what is a holy, reverential fear of God that you need to have in your life versus an unwarranted anxiety that's from, you know, the kingdom of darkness. And that just takes individual wrestling, I suppose, as Jacob wrestled with God in Genesis. That's something we all have to go through.
Do you think if you had kids, you would allow them to go door to door and trick or treat, asking for candy?
I think I probably would, but I would be sure to have a parental talk with them and explain why we believe what we believe about the gospel as much as possible. I would be having those conversations given their level of understanding.
Okay.
You're welcome. One thing I do sometimes on Halloween, I haven't done it in a while, but I actually order gospel tracts and I'll put them in treat bags and then I'll pass them out on Halloween. So
That's cute.
yeah, so it actually becomes an opportunity, you know, for Christians to share the gospel. And I marvel at people who are so scared to just have nothing to do with Halloween. To me, it actually becomes like a bondage of fear that's unwarranted, ironically.
Right. It's almost like people fear the devil more than they fear God.
Yeah, and I'm like, guys, we don't, that's not what we're supposed to do.
Right. Nice. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Love you very much. And I gotta go.
Alrighty, love you. Have fun.
Yes, sir. You too.